It's funny. Most of us don't struggle because we lack great ideas. We struggle because we get trapped inside our own heads, planning, analyzing, replaying every possible scenario until we're just completely stuck. But this isn't just about productivity. It goes way deeper. It's a psychological pattern. And in this explainer, we're going to unpack that pattern and, more importantly, find a way out. I mean, does that sound familiar? That feeling where you've thought about something from every conceivable angle, but you're not 1 inch closer to actually doing it? You are definitely not alone. This kind of mental gridlock is incredibly common, and just understanding it is the first real step to breaking free. And this is maybe the most important thing to get right away. Overthinking isn't some personal flaw. It's not a sign that you're lazy. It is simply a pattern your brain has learned over time. And hey, the good news about patterns? They can be unlearned and replaced with something a whole lot better. So, if we want to break this cycle, we first have to ask why. Why does our brain default to this endless loop of thinking instead of just doing? Well, it turns out there are a few key reasons, and honestly, they're all surprisingly logical when you look at them. Okay, let's just reframe this for a second. Overthinking isn't your enemy. Believe it or not, it's actually your brain's weird, misguided attempt to protect you. It's trying to shield you from failure, from embarrassment, from that scary feeling of uncertainty. It thinks it's keeping you safe by keeping you perfectly still. And this leads directly to something you've probably heard of, analysis paralysis. It's a cruel irony, right? The very act of overanalyzing everything to find the perfect path is what makes it almost impossible to take any path at all. Your brain's safety feature has accidentally become a prison. All right, another huge reason we get stuck, it's our deep, very human desire for certainty. We just crave guaranteed outcomes. We want to know before we even start that if we take a risk, it's absolutely 100% going to pay off. But real life almost never offers those kinds of guarantees, does it? So our mind creates this impossible wish list. It decides to wait for the stars to perfectly align, for the flawless plan, the absolute ideal moment, the surefire result. And while it's waiting for this fantasy scenario that's never going to happen, we stay exactly where we are, stuck. And of course, there are a few other sneaky factors at play. Sometimes just the act of planning and researching gives you a little hit of dopamine, so it feels like you're making progress. Other times, it's perfectionism whispering in your ear. But what if you mess it up? And over time, hesitation can just become a totally automatic, conditioned response to any new challenge. But here's the thing, all this waiting isn't free. Not even close. This habit of inaction, of overthinking, it comes with a really steep price. And it's not just about wasted time. The cost is much, much deeper and more damaging than most of us realize. And believe me, the damage is very real. We're talking about missed opportunities, soaring anxiety, and just sheer mental exhaustion from running on that hamster wheel. But maybe the biggest cost of all? It's the slow erosion of your self-confidence. You gradually start to trust the chaotic, swirling thoughts in your head more than your own ability to act and figure things out as you go. Okay, so that was the diagnosis. Now let's get to the prescription. The goal isn't to stop thinking altogether. That's impossible. The goal is to stop unnecessary thinking so we can start executing. So here it is, your practical toolkit of strategies you can literally start using today. The big idea here is to completely flip your relationship with action. So instead of waiting for the perfect thought, you start by asking, what's the absolute smallest action I can take right now? You create urgency with a tight deadline, give yourself 5 minutes to think, and then you have to move. And you shift your goal from getting it right to just getting it started. All of this helps build what's called an action bias, where doing, not thinking, becomes your new normal. Let's zoom in on this one because it's a total game changer. It's all about bypassing your brain's resistance. See, overthinking loves it when a task feels huge and overwhelming. So, you shrink it. You shrink it down until it feels almost ridiculously easy. Start a business is terrifying, but write down one idea? You can do that. Write the report is daunting, but just open the document? That's effortless. This is how you start. All right, here are a few more powerful tools for that kit. First, reduce your input. At some point, you just have to stop the endless research and start applying what you already know. Next, try the 2-minute trick. Commit to doing literally anything for just 2 minutes. It's such a tiny barrier to entry, but it builds incredible momentum. And finally, and this is so important, reframe how you see fear.
Instead of treating that like a stop sign, see it as a compass, pointing you exactly in the direction of growth.
Now, all these tools are fantastic, but they work best when they're supported by one final, fundamental mental shift. This is about changing the core belief that holds that entire pattern of overthinking in place. This is it. This is the whole game, right here. We wait to act because we want to feel clear and ready and certain. But the big secret is that clarity is not a prerequisite for action, it is a result of it. You don't think your way to a clear path. You take one small step, you get some feedback, and you adjust. That's how you find the way forward. So let's bring it all together. You overthink because your brain is wired to want certainty. You're afraid of making mistakes. And honestly, you've just gotten really, really good at hesitating. The solution isn't to think your way out of it. The solution is to change your behavior. Act sooner, start smaller, and relentlessly, mercilessly let go of the need for perfection. And that's really the bottom line, isn't it? No amount of planning or strategizing or worrying in your head is ever going to change your reality. Progress, growth, the life you actually want, it's all waiting for you on the other side of one small, imperfect action. So the only question left is, what's yours going to be?